And welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I'm your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. Hockey's back. I won some bets. I lost some bets. I'm pissed off at the ESPN coverage of hockey. So hockey's back, Joel. How we doing over there?
Oh, yes, hockey's back when we're complaining about the ESPN coverage already. One game in, or 1.5, I should say. Yeah, I mean, I heard a few things that I totally got annoyed by already, and I only watched like half the game. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Glad hockey's back, of course. Except just losing the Bruins bet here. I bet the Bees now is over pretty quickly. The Panthers just came out firing from the get-go. You kind of got to expect that, I guess. They raised the banner and then they just carried it forward. I mean, they look like the same team from the playoffs, just a whole lot fresher, faster. And yeah, the Bruins just weren't prepared. Corpusel, couple sneaky ones, but he also made some good saves. So I won't put it on him because he was just being swarmed, overwhelmed, and yeah, it's not entirely his fault. But Swayman would have got a couple, at least if he was in form and ready to go. So yeah, tough to start the year with a loss, a likely loss. It's 5-2 currently for the Peas. Yeah, we're also on the Yotes money line later tonight, so hopefully we can get it back then.
That's got bet up quite a bit, up to minus 180. I think we got in like minus 140 last night. I would not bet minus 180 if you're looking to bet now. I would maybe play the over in that game if you're taking that. I live bet Bruins plus 3.5 after the first period, so I'm hoping they keep that one within 3 there. Yeah, a few weird goals for the Panthers, but Corpusalo kind of just lost the puck on a few of them, but yeah, maybe Swayman gets the third period now, gets like kind of a warm-up period rather than having to go in cold next game or whenever he does start. Apparently Utah opened at minus 180, so I don't know what I'm
He's wrong. I don't know, unless that was a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe it opened and moved down, moved back up, but whatever.
Yeah,
We got
all the home teams got bet today.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I have Utah at. I have them. It doesn't say. Oh no, I have Chicago. I have Chicago plus 142. Forgot.
Oh, we're going to war.
We are. We went to war in the first game too. It looks like McCracken up 2-0, and we got a blown 2-goal lead.
Well, I didn't bet that one, but I did lean to the Blues, didn't I?
Yeah, you lean to the Blues, and we both lean to the under. I bet the under, so split that one there a little bit of a loss on the juice, but solid start so far. Top of the show here. Make sure you are subscribed to the Hockey Gambling Podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Seen a lot of new viewers. Our downloads like quadrupled in our opening night show compared to our team previews. So no one cares about our team previews, and they just want to look at our picks. Which, you know what? Go ahead. That's what you're here for. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple, Spotify as well, YouTube, like and comment. Follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN. And if you're looking to get involved with us on air, on Twitter, behind the scenes producing, you can hit us up there on Twitter, get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord, or reach out to me on Twitter at rgilbertsop. Joel, any other takeaways from today's action so far?
Well, did you watch the game? I didn't watch the game. I was working, West Coast here. I don't know why the first game of the season is on in the middle of the fucking day.
I did not watch the game. I had a long article due today, so I was writing that. Then I saw it was 2-0. I was like, whatever. They're dominating. I did watch some of the end, but I don't know. The Blues and Kraken, I can't get a good read on them. We got Archer in the chat here saying Kraken looked feisty early.
Looking at the stats, it's like every other fucking Blues game. We got 10-2 in both the first periods, high dangerous chances for the Kraken compared to 2 against, 10-2 in both the first and second periods. Yeah, it's 3-2 Blues at the end of the second. Yeah. That's just another Blues game. Glad to see that the same fucking team as they ever were.
Well, I think they had at least one power play goal, if not 2 there. No, they had one. Jordan Kyrou, 2 goals. One on the power play, Jordan Kyrou there, if you will. Yeah, so some feistiness between the Panthers and Bruins as well. Bruins probably should have tried taking some shots on goal instead of taking shots after the whistle. That got him a few penalty kills there. But yeah, 2 decent games so far. 5 more games on Wednesday. We're going to get into that. All right. Make sure you check out Hurricane Helene has been devastating to the people of Western North Carolina. Of course, you got Hurricane Milton, I think, in Florida now. SGPN is teaming up with a local charity, mountainprojects.org, to help give back. The biggest donation will get a guest spot on the CFB Pick Show and a ton of gear. Go to mountainprojects.org and hit flood support to help out today. All right, Joel, want to get right into this 5-game slate for Wednesday, October 9th.
Yes, sir.
All right, kicking us off here with our sponsor, BetUS. We got Toronto Maple Leafs at the Montreal Canadiens. Game itself is in Montreal, Le Capitan. Canadiens plus 151, Maple Leafs minus 176.
Don't try to speak French again.
Over under at 6.5, over at minus 120, and under at even money here. Joel, what do you
got? Well, I think I'm gonna bet the Canadiens. Maybe not just yet. I think the Leafs actually take some money in this one. Gonna wait on it, but the Leafs and the Canadiens, they always play these close games, and the Canadiens tend to come out on top. And they always play up against the Leafs, and the Leafs just don't take them seriously. I guess, yeah. But the first game with the new coach, maybe they do take this game really seriously. First game of the season, so that's a bit of a danger there. But of course, I'm high on the Canadiens this year, so my line is only minus 144 for the Leafs. So there's even some value in the sheer power ratings. So yeah, I like the Habs here to get it done. They always play hard, and you can do the I don't know, plus 1.5, minus 160 is juicy, and the Leafs do have the firepower to just steamroll them. So yeah, I think just the money line is the better play for this one. Like I said, they always play up against the Leafs, and they got some good guys there. Leafs bringing in a new coach, could be a new system. They're not as familiar as the Canadiens are with their own style of play, so that's an advantage for the Habs. And yeah, I do expect them to come out strong here. And then the Leafs, of course, also bringing in some new players. Kristana, first game with the Leafs, among a few others. So I think there's more chemistry with the Habs here. Another reason to go that way. For the total, I guess the over 6.5 here. I mean, Joseph Wall is likely to start. I see he's the projected starter. And then we got Samuel Montembeault already confirmed for the Habs. Lean to the over, but I'm probably just betting the Habs here. You could do like a Canadiens team total over 2.5 if you don't want to play the plus 150 or so. So yeah, that's the way I'm looking in this one.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with most of that there. I think this is too high of a price for the Habs at home, plus 150. I think that's not disrespectful, but I think that's they're going to get in there. They're going to be ready, playing in front of their home fans. Maple Leafs, like you said, have a new coach, Martin St. Louis, coming in there, hopefully getting the Jack Adams, starting off his Jack Adams campaign on the right foot. But looking at their games last year, I mean, the Habs did play them tough, but I think the first game of the year last year, the Habs went up early, then the Leafs came back to win that 1-6-5 in overtime, then a 3-2 game, then a 4-2 game. So the Leafs have had their number, but the Canadiens have played them tough. Don't hate the plus 1.5 puck line. I think that's something that I don't bet enough, definitely. Because if you look at the puck line, you're like, oh, minus 160 is too much to pay. But I'm not doing it this game, but it is something I'm going to be more open towards this season. And if you want to do that, like a Canadiens plus 1.5 parlayed with either an alt over lower or alt under, like under 7.5, and you get like a 4-3 insurance there. That could be optimal. But yeah, I think just for this one, Canadiens plus 151. A lot of big favorites on this opening slate here on Wednesday that I think are a little bit too big, given how much parity there is in this league and how equal some teams are. So, give me the Habs here plus 151, and then a lean to the puck line too if you want to play it safe.
Any thoughts on the total?
The total, of course, 6.5. I would lean to the over, minus 120. Not sure what Joseph Wall is going to be doing. Sam Montembeault isn't too great. And, these two teams have a lot of goal scoring, even with Patrick Laine hurt. Still got Caulfield, Slavkovsky, Matthews, Nylander, Marner, of course, as well. So, yeah, I'll lean to the over, and I like the Canadiens here, plus 151.
I think our boy Catfish Dilly was on a show last week with us. He's drunk in the YouTube chat. Like, I know I can recognize when he's drunk, and He's bringing it tonight in the YouTube chat.
He's drunk every night except when he has to come on the show. That's
Yeah, he was dead sober for us.
Yeah. All right, going down to the 7:30 time slot. We got the New York Rangers at the Pittsburgh Penguins. Game itself is in Pittsburgh, where insider Catfish Dilly is near. Penguins are plus 115. Rangers are minus 135. Over under is at 6. Over paying off minus 115 with the under at minus 105 here. I really like the Rangers in this game, minus 135. This is, I think these odds should be similar to the Leafs odds. These odds could be flopped. Like the Rangers could be minus 170, and I would understand that line here. Like Penguins, I think are very overhyped going into the season. I understand them getting decent pricing while they're still healthy because they're so old and they're not going to be worn down or anything. But Rangers, Saul Shesterkin today, turned down a $11 million per year contract or something. He might be looking for a shorter term deal. He's going to be motivated. Lafreniere is going to have another good season here. So I think the Rangers are, a good team, got good special teams, good goaltending. And I just don't like the Penguins this year whatsoever. So give me the Rangers here, minus 135. This is probably one of my favorite plays on the board here. Just a much better team, kind of a shoo-in for the playoffs while the Pens are in that mushy middle. For the total, lean to the under. I think most of their meetings last year went under early in the year with the Rangers taking most of them. So, yeah, Rangers minus 135, under 6. Look for a 4-1 type of win here.
Well, I'm going entirely against you on this game. My line is only minus 115 for the Rangers. Then we get the home opener for the Penguins. I think that they come out strong here. You brought up a good point. You just didn't utilize it. That the old team, they'll be fresh going into the year. Then they'll start breaking down later on. Crosby's going to be motivated. He wants to get this team back to the playoffs, and I think they still have a lot of talent, but they got to get the power play going. And they're going against a really good power play in the Rangers, so that's problematic. But I do think that they make an emphasis on getting the power play going. So if you want to prop, I think over 1.5 power play goals would be a good look in this game. For that reason, I like the over 6 as well, but mainly I like the Penguins here at that plus 115, and I'm not sure where this line would go. I mean, the trend today was the home teams getting bet. That likely continues. So maybe sooner than later you bet the Penguins. But yeah, I think that the Penguins win this game, and you're getting plus odds for them to do so. So quite like that. I'm not a huge fan of the Rangers, as we all know for the past few years. I don't think that they deserve their market rating, I guess. And the Penguins, I think they have some upside. So we're backing them to get something going here. This is a proper battle. I think it'll be a good game either way. But ultimately, I think the Penguins pull it out.
I just don't like these Penguins' top 6 wingers going into the year are Drew O'Connor, Anthony Beauvillier, Michael Bunting, and Rickard Rakell. None of those guys excite me. I guess Rust is hurt going into the season, and obviously Gensel's gone. So, is Rust hurt? Is that what's going on right now?
I haven't heard that.
I'm seeing that. Yeah, he's on IR along with Ned. You got Joel Blomqvist as the backup. So yeah, no Brian Rust is gonna hurt them a little bit here.
Yeah, that is a problem because those wingers aren't ideal, and Rust of course has a lot of chemistry with Crosby. So I'm still gonna bet the Penguins, but maybe a little less strong on them. I didn't know that about Brian Rust. Hopefully he gets better. But we also got Erik Karlsson. Erik Karlsson will carry the day here. He'll also help the over hit, of course. I think he'll be instrumental in the power play. Hopefully they worked on it in the summer because that's got to be the point of concern. And I think that they did, and we'll get a power play goal for the Penguins finally.
Yeah, it looks like they're going 2D with Karlsson and Letang on the power play, at least for now while Rust is out. So we'll see if that works out for him.
I think they tried that last year too, but it didn't last very long.
Okay, we are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog Pick'em has one of the biggest menus for all sports: NHL, NFL, college football, MLB, MMA, WNBA, NASCAR, and more. Their lobby is jam-packed with profit boosts, and you can now use specials and boosts on all flexed entries. Sign up with promo code HGP to claim your special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. underdogfantasy.com, promo code HGP. All right, going down to the 10 p.m. time slot now. We got the Winnipeg Jets at the Edmonton Oilers. Game itself is in Edmonton. Oilers are minus 155. Winnipeg plus 134. Over under at 6.5. Overpaying off even money with the under at minus 120. Joel, what do you got for this Canadian clash?
This is a pretty good price here for the Oilers. Not so much for the Jets. You could find the Jets at a much bigger price elsewhere, and that's where I'm leading because I only have the Oilers as minus 141, which is right in the middle in terms of these odds here. Pretty close to it anyway. I mean, the Jets are still a strong team. Canadian matchup here. My only issue is that the Oilers are, they're going to be coming out firing, I think, after that terrible defeat in Game 7 to the Florida Panthers. So that's making me a little bit leery of betting the Jets here, but the sheer number, I think, just leads me that way. And I think the Oilers do get bet here. So maybe later on, I'll come in on the Jets, but nothing as of this moment. I just can't get here. I think the Jets are still a strong team. Hellbuck far superior to Stuart Skinner there. They're both confirmed, by the way. It is the Jets. They did lose some pieces. They are weaker on defense, which was never a strength to begin with, even though their structure bailed them out and they were elite defensively somehow, despite the personnel issues. And the Oilers, they have the same kind of thing. They have good structure under Knobloch, but they're not great defenders. So that's going to be interesting. Maybe leads me to a sneaky over 6.5 for a Jets game, but it's even money. I think that's not the worst play here. Both teams do have some firepower. So lean to the over here, but I think just the number's going to be too big for the Jets. So I'm waiting to see what happens with the line, and maybe I'll come in on the Jets at some point on Wednesday before the game.
Yeah, we're in agreement on this one. I think the Oilers are favored a bit too much. Like they brought in some good offensive pieces in the offseason, but their second line now is Skinner, Draisaitl, Arvidsson. You got two new wingers playing with Draisaitl. Going to take them some time to find some chemistry. Still the top line of Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Hyman, and the top power play unit, of course. But their defense is kind of still suspect after getting rid of Cody Ceci and Broberg, who I think scored a goal today for the Blues. So good for Broberg down there in St. Louis. And the Jets, Connor Hellebuyck is their whole team. And I think Cole Perfetti's in the top 6 to start the season. Got a decent top 6 there. Third line's okay as well. So like the Jets here as plus 134 underdogs. I'll lean to the over at over 6.5 even money. You're not going to see an Oilers game 6.5 even money very often. So might as well take advantage of it while you can, even though liking the Jets does kind of lean to the under, but
they are correlated. That's the issue.
So that is the issue. But I'll take the Jets, take the over. If you go 1-1, you should at least profit or break even at both plus odds here.
Yeah. One more thing: the Jets actually had a below average power penalty kill last season, despite their good 5-on-5 defensive numbers. And of course, the Oilers have probably the best power play in the league. I know they didn't get quite the numbers that the Lightning got last year, but on paper, at least, I think they do have the best power play. Certainly in the playoffs, they did. And so, that's another advantage for the Oilers here. So, right now it's just a lean to the Jets. Haven't bet it yet. We'll see where this line goes.
Yeah, Jets have confirmed Hellebuyck as the starter, but he was away from the team on Monday for personal reasons, so could have something on his mind. Not sure if you factor in the human factor into your betting handicap one way or the other, but just something to be mindful of for you bettors out there. I still like the Jets at plus 135 or higher here. Okay, going down to the 10 p.m. time slot again. We have the Calgary Flames at the Vancouver Canucks. Game itself is in Vancouver. Canucks are minus 200. Canucks on the puck line are plus 125. Flames are plus 170. Flames on the puck line are minus 145. Over-under is set at 6, with both over and under at a minus 110. Some will call that pick 'em. Joel, do you want this game or do you want the Avs Knights game up next?
I will take this one.
All right, take it away.
The Canucks have been bet already. Like they were minus 170, then minus 180. Now they're all the way up to $2 here. And even though Demko is not playing, which is just shows the the lack of respect the market has for the Flames, and for good reason. I think that they're going to be very bad this season. Again, that's my favorite win total under, point total under, along with the Blue Jackets. So you can still find a good price there. And yeah, I think the Flames are going to be pitiful. Canucks playing with the backup goalie, probably she loves, I would imagine, maybe Lankinen, but that's still yet to be determined. But yeah, the Canucks playing in front of a backup goalie, I think will come out strong. And the Flames are they're just going to be a bad team, I think. And the Canucks are trending in the right direction. Hopefully they haven't been, reading the tea leaves, reading the pressings. Everybody's calling them to make the playoffs, even win the division. And now there's expectations. Nobody expected this team to do anything last year, but now they are expected to do well. So maybe that adds a little bit of added pressure, but we still believe in the coaching of Rick Tocchet. So yeah, I think that the Canucks come out strong in their home opener here, and the Flames, like I said, just a bad team. I think I'll probably have some money line tied to something, but my favorite bet individually is the -1.5 +125. I think the Canucks just storm the gates here, getting a good price here. This is one of the better prices in the market, +125. So yeah, I think the Canucks just break them down. For the total, we got I think we're going to get Daniel Vladar. He's not confirmed yet, but I'm hearing that it's probably going to be him playing instead of Dustin Wolf. So yeah, we've got some couple weak goalies in net, I think. So the over 6 is a decent play, especially with the Flames last year. They were so bad defensively, and they're not being bailed up by Markstrom anymore. So I think we're going to see some goals. So if you want to do the Canucks team total over 3.5, that might be a play instead, because the Canucks do have good defense. But yeah, I think the game total, the puck line, the team total, Canucks money line, I'm going to be heavy on this game. Yeah, so I love the Canucks to roll in the spot, and I like to see some goals.
Yeah, I was going to say team total over 3.5 is probably the best look. I'm trying to find what odds are for that. I'm seeing -120, which would probably be my favorite look there. Puck line +125, though, probably a good bet as well. You've talked about it a bunch. I finally bet it today. Flames point total under 81.5. I think I got, looking at their lines, looking at Dan Vladar starting in net. Canucks just a much better hockey team, good at home, well coached. They're not going to come out flat or anything like that. Obviously got to worry about their goaltending situation. I don't trust Silovs or Lankinen. I know Silovs was okay, if not decent, good in the playoffs for some stretches.
Very good.
Yeah, but it's for a few games, small sample size. Dakota Joshua, didn't realize he had the testicular cancer, so he's out.
Lost the nut.
Out there for a bit for the Canucks. But yeah, Canucks puck line +125, probably my favorite play here. But if you want to go safer, team total over 3.5 at -120-ish, or just over 6 at -110. Two bad goalies, two teams that, the Flames have a decent top line power play in it that could be able to score 1 or 2, and the Canucks get 4 or 5 themselves.
Connor Garland should be back for this one as well, and he's one of the more important bottom 6 players in the league. So that's going to be crucial for the Canucks. It's kind of a surprise because he wasn't skating a few days ago, but looks like he's good to go. Yeah, like you said, Dakota Joshua, not so much, and Teddy Bluger and P.S. Suter, they're all probably going to go. So the Canucks are getting healthy now, other than, of course, Thatcher Demko and Dakota Joshua.
Yeah, where it matters. Getting healthy. Is there any update on Demko?
No, not really.
I guess at this point it's just like, okay, we're making the playoffs. Let's make sure he's good for
yeah, it's all about the long-term thing with them. Like, rather have him healthy at the end of the season than rushing him back early in the season, because that was the issue last year, they were saying, because he should have been resting at the end of last year, but they rushed him back seemingly, and that's how he got re-injured.
Yeah, I'm seeing Darren Dreger was on a TSN show in Vancouver and said 3 to 4 weeks for both. There's an optimistic timeline for Demko and Joshua both. So about a month there for them.
I don't trust that. I think it's more mysterious than that.
I think it's just him talking out of his ass. Like, yeah. 3 to 4 weeks. If he comes back in 6 weeks, so I was kind of right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're all over Canucks here. Team total, puck line over, all that stuff. All right, going down to the final game on the docket, also at 10 p.m. Got 3 10 p.m. games here. Got a Colorado Avalanche at the Vegas Golden Knights. Game itself is in Vegas. I got to pick them here. Both teams at -110. Over under is at 6.5. Over paying off even money with the under at -120 here. I think I like Vegas here at home at -110. With I like the Avs longer term that rather than I like the Knights, but no Landeskog, no Nichushkin. I think Lekkonen's out as well. If you can confirm that for me, I think he's missing some time. So you got Kovalenko and Callum Ritchie on the second line with Casey Middlestat. So even more of a top-heavy Avs team than normal. Obviously, still solid on defense with Makar and Taves, Gerard, Manson, second pair. Georgiev kind of questionable in net. And Vegas is I think relatively healthy. I'm not sure if they have any key injuries coming into the year. Looking at William Karlsson, only guy out for them is what I'm seeing here. So Vegas just a good home team. Avs have not been good on the road. I think last season they were maybe around 500 on the road because they have such a good home ice advantage. Last year Golden Knights 27-12-2 at home, and the Avs were 19-6-6 on the road. So really like the Golden Knights here at -110 for a total. Probably lean to the under here, but I'm wary of taking some unders here early on, especially with these two goalies here. So I'm going to pass on the total and just go with the Knights at -110.
Yeah, I mean, my line is basically right in line here with the market. Avalanche -102. So just like 50.5% implied probability. And so, yeah, there's no value there. Plus, I do think that the Golden Knights are I know that the Golden Knights have had the Avalanche number over the past few years. It's a tough matchup. The Golden Knights, big defense has given the Avalanche problems, and the Avalanche speed has been kind of neutralized by the Knights. You mentioned Callum Ritchie. Like, it's good to see he made the team. He only got drafted last year, end of the first round. So it's good to see that he's in the mix. Kovalenko came in from Russia at the end of last year, played fairly well. Expect good things from him. It's really all about the top end for the Avalanche team. Not so much the depth. I mean, we got McKinnon line, and then we got the Makar Taves first D-line pairing. So those guys are going to have to carry the load here against the Golden Knights, who are far deeper. So at the end of the day, I think the depth wins, especially with the home opener here. So not a game I'm probably going to bet, but if I had to bet it, I would take the Knights and the total. Yeah, it's an Avalanche game, so you're always inclined to look at the over first. But this is kind of a low key rivalry as well, so we could see some tighter checking. But yeah, this is probably a game I'm not going to be betting. Just going to be cheering for the Avalanche. And hopefully Lekkonen comes back soon because he was supposed to be ready for the start of the season. So it's a bit of a setback there.
I wonder if Mikko Rantanen's dad has anything to say about Lekkonen not coming back. He's going to fire back.
He didn't take the offseason seriously.
Yeah. Last year, Avs were the most profitable over team at 54, 37, and 2, according to evanalytics.com here. So always good to bet an over on the Avs, especially just at even money. All right, I'll probably have some props. I'll throw them in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord in the hockey channel. But for now, we are brought to you by BetUS. Bet with the best in the business. BetUS. Easily deposit using cryptocurrency and get lightning fast payouts. US players are always welcome. Sign up and deposit $100, and you have a chance to win a 1960 Ford Mustang. Use our link to sign up and get a 125% deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betus. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betus. Promo code SGPN. And SGPN's proud partner, Rhythm, is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds and get predictions on betting on money lines, spreads, totals, and props. Build your own model, copy a top-performing model, or Rhythm can build one for you to give you predictions for every market. They have a myriad of stats, research, and trend analysis to give you even more betting insights. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. All right, so you got to start of a new season. If you've been with us for a few seasons now, you know we do the lock. We typically do the lock dog total at the end of the show when we have big slates. But we're switching up this year. If you're familiar with our Puck Buck Challenge for the playoffs, we're bringing that to the regular season. The Hockey Gambling Podcast Puck Buck Challenge for the season. We wanted to start it before to get some futures involved. We can still get futures involved, Joel. If you want, we can do that. I have a few planned. We want to start with Wednesday's games and then go futures. We want to go other way around here.
Wednesday's games, I guess.
Do you have anything? It looked like you were, I guess, Canucks.
Definitely the Canucks. I mean, you're gonna have to tell me the odds again, but what are the Canadians right now? They're plus 155. See, I think that's gonna go up, so it's tough to bet that now.
Plus 151, yeah.
151, yeah.
Then you zoom out here and
give me the fucking Penguins. No, see, it's tough when you're just using the one book.
Yeah. Yes.
How about?
All right, I'll go first here.
Yeah, you go.
We start with 1,000 puck bucks. I'm going to put $13.50 on the Rangers to win $10 at minus 135. That's going to be my first bet here. I'm also going to take the Golden Knights, similar price, minus 110, 11 puck bucks to win 10 puck bucks.
Is that it?
And then also, I thought you were going to jump in, but I'll take the Jets as well, plus 134 for 10 puck bucks.
Oh, that's how we did the LDTs, right? We just ran them down all at once on our own. But if you want to go back and forth going forward,
yeah, I figure we go back and forth to start because I know we both probably have some futures eventually. But yeah, those are going to be my picks for Wednesday's slate.
Okay. Well, let's go to war. Fuck the bad number. Give me the Penguins plus 115. Again, find better elsewhere, and I think it'll go up a little bit tomorrow. Penguins plus 115. Give me 25 puck bucks there.
Spender.
Then give me the Canucks minus 1.5. 15 puck bucks there. And
line 125. Okay.
Give me the Canucks money line. 50 puck bucks there. Going heavy on that game. I told you. Fuck the Flames.
All right.
I think that's it.
All right, let me mark mine down here in the spreadsheet. Hoping to have the spreadsheet available for the listeners to look at. We'll have our own we're working on, but I'm going to make a copy of it that it's all nice and spruced up for the listeners to see here. So that's our we each have 3 bets on the Wednesday slate. You have any futures prepped here?
Wasn't thinking about it for the puck bucks, but
I want to address this Catfish Dilly comment. Big spender. I heard that, Ryan. Well, typically a unit is 1% of your bankroll. So 1% of $1,000 is $10. So that's what I'm basing it off of.
Well, 2 to 3%, but yeah, it depends. Like, you could do 1%.
Well,
but typically 1 to 3.
Or early in the season, I'm not going too heavy on these.
Yeah, you're doing it the right way. Give me the Flames point total under 81.5. If that's the number you got today.
I'll see if BetUS.
I think it's available.
Let me see where we at here. NHL. Some season specials. I haven't played around here in our good friends here, BetUS.
Oh no.
Oh no. NHL alternatives. No. Just specials.
I know it's available. Just minus 115.
I'll find it here. Yeah, let me stop sharing Bet Online. BetUS.
that's the book I'm talking about.
Yeah, under 81.5. I'm seeing minus 125. I think I got better than that though.
That's fine. Whatever. Minus 125. What's going on?
5.
50 puck bucks.
50 puck bucks. All right.
And then there's over 75.5. At the
for
book
who?
You're looking at for the Canadians.
I'm seeing 76.5 minus 1. I'm looking at an odds comparison site. So if you have a site up and you see it, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, it's a little pricey. I mean, I still think that makes it home, but yeah, we should have prepped this a little better here. Give me the Let me find another one.
I mean, if we're recording tomorrow when we normally do, it'll be before the game starts. We can prep futures for that if you want to do that.
Maybe.
I have one ready.
I like to give them more time.
Oh yeah. Are you taking that Habs bet or no?
What's the price? Minus 145?
Over 76.5, minus 115.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. 50 puck bucks.
50 bucks on that.
And that's going to be it because I'll run out of puck bucks in the season. So I'll have those all the futures.
Yeah, I am taking Matvei Michkov for the Calder Trophy. I think you can still get it at plus 275 is the best one right now. 275. I'm going to put 50 bucks on that for a long-term bet. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now, I think. No, give me the Flyers, too, to make the playoffs. What are the odds we got? What do we got on that? It's at least 2-1. Plus 225 on BetMGM. Plus 220 next best. I'll take plus 220. I'll throw 25 bucks on that one.
You said minus 160 was still available for the Red Wings to miss?
Yeah, I was going to take that, but I know that's very much influenced by you. So you have that.
Yeah,
you have that
50 more puck bucks on that. And that'll be it.
Playoffs minus 160, 50 bucks on that. Okay, so to summarize here, my puck bets.
We might have to take credit for some bankroll stuff if we keep betting futures. Otherwise, we'll run out of money, I think, because we won't be able to sustain it with the in-season bets.
Yeah, we can maybe each get like a monthly stipend. You get like a monthly stipend to puck bucks.
Yeah, we got to do something like that.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, for Wednesday, I have Rangers minus 135, Golden Knights minus 110, Winnipeg plus 134. Michkov for Calder, plus 275. Flyers playoffs, plus 220. You have the Penguins, plus 115, going head-to-head there against the Rangers. Canucks money line, minus 200. Canucks puck line, plus 125. Flames, under 81.5 points, minus 125. Canadians, over 76.5 points at minus 115. And then Detroit to miss the playoffs at minus 160.
I like it.
All right, here. Anything else before we close it out?
No. I just hope the Coyotes come through tonight against the Blackhawks. I heard that Bedard over shots on goal is already a very trendy prop. So I don't know if you have some of that.
I got that over 3.5 at plus 145 last night. I gave it out on the show.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's a good number.
Yeah. Panthers up 6-2. I'm seeing here now. Evan Rodriguez from Kachuk and Ekblad. So
it's not good for you.
Not good for my first live bet of the year. Being a loser is very on brand there. Plus 3.
Yeah. What else have I got? I mean, football is still a few days away, so the fucking Chiefs just had the best game of the season. That was quite the performance against the Saints. Just absolutely rolled them. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes to win the MVP. Looks pretty damn good now, though. I think he's down to 2-1 plus 250. I bet the Saints somehow we were still in it. That would have been a horrible beat if you bet the Chiefs because they absolutely killed the Saints. And and ultimately can't blame the gambling gods on that one. That was just a bad fucking bet, and absolutely brutal. NFL this week was just disaster.
Yeah, I realize I can just share the Puck Bucks screen here, so I'm just going to share that for you guys for a little bit. You can screenshot it, pause, whatever. That's what we got for Wednesday in our futures. Hoping to spruce it up a bit so it looks more appealing than just a regular spreadsheet, but that's what we got for now. Make sure you are subscribed to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, so you can see all the screen sharing stuff. Always good to see there. 5-star rating, review, comment, get in the chat, hang out with Catfish Dilly's in there.
Speaking of Catfish Dilly, I'm owning out my own name when I fuck. I told you he's fucking hammered.
Everyone's having a great time here. So let me see if I can.
Because I'm doing all the work.
Let me see if I can get some Catfish Dilly clips up here before we close out the show. I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer. You can find me hanging out with Catfish Dilly tonight. Let's fucking go.
Hold on.
Hockey is where it's at, baby boys.
Hell yeah.
Hockey.
Hell yeah.
See ya.